What's up, party people? I've been putting off doing real matches. Obviously, I've been giving all of you out there your fair share of exhibition matches, but I could not put off real matches any longer. Real matches are coming back to Why We Love Horror Trivia, and this is the realest of the real. It is for the Why We Love Horror Trivia Singles Championship. Dylan Vanthuyne winning that championship back from that dastardly devil, Jeremy Adams. And then at the same time, we took our top 12 competitors, put them in 4 3-way matches, and the winners of those matches played in a 4-way match. And one half of the team champions, one half of Black Shabbat, Abby Brooks, came out of that. Let's talk to her right now. She is here.
Hello.
Abby, you've been on a roll. Teams tournament. It was hard to watch as a person that likes other human beings. Sometimes it was hard to watch. And actually, you played the single champ team on the way to winning that championship. So he has won over you in singles. You have won over him in teams. Like, where's your mind at now?
I mean, I've been excited for this match. Again, I don't have like this huge vendetta out for Dylan, like some say. But I did mention in my last post-match interview, I have been excited to play him again in singles because last time we played, it was a really good match and it was right down to the wire. And I'd love to see how it ended up again. So now we're here. So I'm excited for this.
We are running it back. I believe the last match went to sudden death under the old sudden death rules. That won't happen again. We have new sudden death rules. And I think we've only seen them once in a match that didn't deserve it. But without further ado, let's bring in the champ. He is the 2-time champ here in Why We Love Horror Trivia Singles. Dylan Vanthuyne. We can give you a nickname if you want, but I like Dylan Vanthuyne like on its own, Dylan. It's a strong name. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling very good. Don't believe a word Abby said. She's been sending me hate mail and death threats ever since the last match. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it should be.
Those would get confiscated at the Canadian border. They would never make it into Canada.
Yeah, it should be a really fun match. I mean, I think my match against Abby was probably the best quality overall match that I played in here, just for how competitive it was. And she was winning the majority of that match until I caught up in the final round. But I'm very nervous. I feel like there's a very good chance this could be the end of my run. But we'll see. Here to have a good time. And midterms are done, so I don't have an excuse. So if I start inventing excuses after a loss, you have permission to make fun of me because they're all bullshit.
Finals are coming up. Dylan is now studying for finals, everybody. Get ready for that excuse coming soon. All right, let's get into it. 5 rounds in a championship match. Both players will get 4 repeats in a challenge throughout those 5 rounds. But round 1, as always in singles, is the speed round. Prior to the match, both sides drafted 4 custom categories and 8 one-point questions were written in the order those categories were drafted. All players should now be numbering their boards 1 through 8. Questions will be read at intervals of 10 seconds apiece. The round ends 10 seconds after the 8th question has been read. However, a player can use one of their repeats, and that kind of magically turns it into a not speed round anymore. And then I'm happy to repeat all 8 questions if they want me to, but the second they stop asking me for repeats, they have 20 seconds to clean up their boards, and then we'll turn them around. They'll show me all their answers. I'll note all their answers, and I will grade their tests, and I'll go over the questions after that. Any questions before we get started with this here speed round? Nope. Well, question 1 comes in. Recent releases. Who plays Peter, director of the Georgetown Project, in The Exorcism? I think Aaron's silently cheering. I asked him a question about The Exorcism. Your second question comes in director filmography. Who directed 1985's House, 2008's Day of the Dead, and Warlock?
I didn't know he did the second one.
Apparently he did. We know it's not a female anymore. But your third question, Darylyn Bousman. In which film in the Saw franchise is there a version of Billy the Puppet that explodes and seriously injures an FBI agent? I assure you it's one he directed. Your fourth question, in Don Coscarelli, what U.S. state serves as the setting for Bubba Hotep? Where are they? And your fifth question, in the Final Destination franchise, in Final Destination 3, In the photo of Ashley and Ashlyn, they're holding up an inflatable that's shaped like what? Going to the 1970s. What 1970s horror film has performances from Henry Fonda, Patty Duke, Slim Pickens, and Michael Cohen? Moving on to foreign language found footage. How many years separate the release of Rec and Rec 2? And your final question, making its grand debut in Why We Love Horror Trivia, a 1960s Gamera. In Gamera versus Guiron, what planet are Barbella and Florbella from? And your chance to use a repeat to suspend the round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dylan first. Dylan, what are your answers?
This could have been bad. I said Russell Crowe, Steve Miner, Spiral, Texas, Monkey, because I have no idea, The Swarm, 2, and Terra.
And Abby.
I know you guys talked about him, but I don't remember what his name is. I said Russell Crowe. I just said George Romero. Saw 3, Texas, a palm tree. I didn't write anything for 6, 2, and Mars.
At the end of round 1, I have Dylan in the lead, 5-3. Your answers: Adam Goldberg plays the director of the Georgetown Project in The Exorcist. Russell Crowe is starring in the movie. Steve Miner directed those 3 movies. The puppet explodes, injuring Strom's partner in Saw 4. Texas is where Bubba Hotep is in. A palm tree is what the inflatable is. The Swarm has all those actors in it. 2 years separate Rec and Rec 2, and Terra is the planet those ladies are from in that movie. All right, moving on to round number 2. Round number 2, good old-fashioned wheel round. All 8 categories from round 1 are now on the wheel. Player that's in the lead, that being Dylan, has the option to choose the order of play in this round. Both sides get 1 opportunity to spin the wheel. When the wheel's spun, the spinner can take that category or utilize a respin. If they do that, category it lands on is automatically chosen. Once a category is locked in, that player gets 5 2-point questions in that category. Multiple choice can be asked for, which lowers the point value to 1 point. 15 seconds for question to answer, and 2 repeats of the options are available. In the event an incorrect answer is given, though, look out, because your opponent can steal for the current point value of the question. We'll bring that wheel in. Dylan, the categories on the wheel today: recent releases, director filmography, Darren Lynn Bousman directed, Don Coscarelli directed, Final Destination franchise, the 1970s, foreign language found footage, and the 1960s part of the Gamera franchise. Do you want to spin first or defer?
I will defer.
All right, Abby, here is your first bit. And it's 1960s Gamera. You want to take that or spin again?
No, I'll spin again.
Almost just spun it again. You get DLB. So we'll put that backstage. And I'll ask you your question, Mr. Darren. You ready?
Yes.
Your first question. What is the profession of Allie, Lynn Shay's character in Abattoir?
She's like a psychic medium.
That is correct. I would have just taken psychic. Your second question. What is the name of the segment directed by Darren Lynn Bousman in Tales of Halloween?
I sort of know. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Sweet Tooth, B, Ding Dong, C, This Means War, or D, The Night Billy Raised Hell?
D.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. What is Mother's actual first name in Mother's Day?
I will take multiple choice for that one.
Is it A, Nancy, B, Natalie, C, Norma, or D, Nadine?
I'll say C.
C is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Dylan. Is it A, Nancy, B, Natalie, C, Norma, or D, Nadine?
I'll say Nancy.
That is also incorrect. Her first name is Natalie.
Okay.
Your fourth question in Darren Bausman. Who appears in both Saw 2 and The Barons?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Eric Knudsen, B, Mia Kirshner, C, Emmanuel Vagier, or D, Beverly Mitchell?
A.
That is correct. He's in both of those. Also in Scream 4, but Darren Bausman didn't direct that. Your final question. In the Devil's Carnival, what is the Scorpion's specialty?
Oh, crap. Multiple choice.
Is it A, fire eating, B, sword swallowing, C, contortionism, or D, knife throwing?
Knife throwing. D.
He is the carnival's knife thrower. That is correct. All right. Abby getting her score up to 8. Dylan at 5. We'll throw that back. We'll bring the wheel back up. Dylan, here's your first bit. And you get Don Coscarelli. Do you want to keep that?
Yeah, I'll take it.
We'll get rid of this wheel altogether. We're talking about another director now, Mr. Don Coscarelli. Your first question. The shotgun Reggie builds in Phantasm 2 has how many barrels?
4.
That is correct. Your second question. Who plays celebrity psychic Albert Marconi in John Dies at the End?
Clancy Brown.
That is correct.
Weird fucking movie.
Hey. Your third question. What's the first name of the man killed in the cemetery at the opening of Phantasm?
Oh. Shoot, multiple choice.
Is it A, Bobby, B, Tommy, C, Johnny, or D, Tony?
Tommy?
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Your fourth question. Who composed the score to Bubba Hotep?
Brian Tyler.
That is correct. And your final question. In Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead, which character destroys the sphere that kills Tanisha?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Rocky, B, Reggie, C, Tim, or D, Mike?
Say Rocky.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Abby, is it A, Rocky, B, Reggie, C, Tim, or D, Mike?
I will say D.
D is also incorrect. Young Tim destroys that sphere that kills
Rascal.
Rocky's partner. All right. At the end of round 2, Dylan has the lead, 12 to Abby's 8. But there's plenty of game left because we're going on to round 3. Round 3, for those of you that don't know, it's the final time we're doing the deep cut round. Prior to the match, both sides were informed of a movie they needed to watch prior to the match for the purpose of being asked deep cut questions about it. I wrote 2 sets of questions for the movie. Each set has an easy, a medium, and a hard difficulty question worth 2, 4, and 6 points. The side in the lead can choose which set they want. Steals are available if a question is answered incorrectly. However, if you don't know the answer to a question, you can surrender, and I will give it to your opponent for half of the point value. 15-second time limit per question. Dylan, would you like set A or set B?
I'll take A.
And would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, well, Abby's going to get the questions in set B, and the movie we're talking about is Anna and the Apocalypse. Abby, your 2-point question, and you don't need a board because it's just you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For 2 points. Anna works in what type of establishment?
Bowling alley.
That is correct. Said the easy questions were easy. I wasn't joking. They're easy. Moving on to your medium difficulty question. What are Anna and her friends hiding under just before Nick bludgeons a zombie with a pipe?
An inflatable pool.
That is correct for 4 points. And your 6-point question. When John is remembering the names of Santa's reindeer, what are the last 4 he names in the order he names them?
In the order.
5, 4, 3, 1.
Repeat.
Okay. Remember, you can surrender if you don't want to guess.
Okay.
When John is remembering the names of Santa's reindeer, what are the last 4 names he remembers in the order he names them?
I'll surrender.
Okay, for 3 points, Dylan. When John is remembering the names of Santa's reindeer, what are the last 4 he names in the order he names them?
Remember this either. Say Donner, Blitzen, Cupid, and Comet.
Couldn't hurt to guess. Prancer, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph is the last one he says.
Gotcha.
All right. We'll go over to Dylan's set of questions. Dylan, your 2-point question. What town in Scotland serves as the setting for this film?
Shit. I'm bad at geography. What's the score again?
You're in. Well, she is in the lead now, 14 to your 12. 5.
Okay, I'll surrender the 2-pointer.
For 1 point, Abby, what's the town in Scotland that serves as the setting for this film?
Is it like Little Haven?
It is like Little Haven. That is exactly.
I was gonna say like New Haven or something like that.
Your 4-point question. At the start of the song Human Voice, which character is trying to use a laptop? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
It's your first repeat. At the start of the song Human Voice, which character is trying to use a laptop?
Damn.
5, 4, 3, 2. I hear what you said.
I'll surrender.
You surrender? Okay, for 2 points, Abby. At the start of the song Human Voice, which character is trying to use a laptop?
There's somebody named Chris.
Chris is on his cell phone. Steph is on the laptop. But yeah, Chris is the first person to sing in Human Voice, though, so you're on the right track. But then it pans up to Steph, who's using it. Your final question, Dylan, for 6 points. According to Nick, what were his father's last words to him?
Don't you let me down for once.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 6-point steal, Abby. According to Nick, what were his father's last words to him?
Please don't let me down.
Also incorrect. Dylan just left out one word. I'm sorry, Dylan. It's "Don't you let me down, son," for once.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so at the end of that round, Abby taking the lead 15 to 12, but there's still, again, plenty of game left. We're moving on to everyone's new favorite hot round, the Wheel of Games. A second wheel is going to be added here. There's 6 different games on the wheel. Everyone knows them all. Everyone loves them all. They'll spin. However, both sides can get a veto if it spins and Dylan doesn't like it. If it spins and Abby doesn't like it, they can both veto it. So we can spin the wheel a maximum number of 3 times, but hopefully they settle on a game. And then we'll play that game, and I'll give you the instructions for that game when we pick that game. So let's bring in that old Wheel of Games. And we got the hot potato round. That's where it's like the list round, but you're going to go back and forth until one of you the can't name it no more. You guys want to play that, or either one of you want to respin?
I think I'll vote to respin.
Okay, Abby using her respin. Dylan, do you want to play hot potato?
I'll use my respin.
Okay. Nobody likes hot potato. Hopefully they don't like hot potato yet. Fuck, we're playing hot potato.
God damn it.
Oh dear.
And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of help on this one because it could go on for a while. But let's talk about the rules first before I give you guys the one thing you're not going to say. The hot potato round. The side in the lead will choose the order of play for the round. One question with multiple answers will be read. Play alternates with each side giving an answer. If a correct answer is given, that side earns a point. If an incorrect answer or repeated answer is given or 15 seconds elapse between answers, that side's eliminated from play. When one side is left, they can give up to 3 bonus answers for 1 point each. Play will end then if an incorrect answer is given. In the event both sides give 10 correct answers, point values double after that. I don't think that's going to happen, though. All right. That being said, let's talk about the question here. Question in the hot potato round, and there are 59 answers. There are 59 answers to this question. Name a non-documentary, non-TV horror movie that Lance Henriksen appears in. Uncredited / cameo / voice roles will count. Archival footage will not count as a wrong answer, but it won't be counted as a correct answer either. And you can't say Aliens because that's an action movie. Everything else is fair play. Abby, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Dylan, give me a movie Lance Henriksen is in.
Aliens?
Well, I said you can't say Aliens.
Oh, no, my bad. I wasn't listening.
I'm not even going to count. Go ahead.
I'm an idiot. Okay. Pumpkinhead.
He is in Pumpkinhead. That is good for a point. Abby, give me a movie Lance Henriksen is in.
Alien.
He is not in Alien, unfortunately. Dylan, back to you. Can you name 3 more movies Lance Henriksen is in?
The Beyond.
He is not in The Beyond.
The Beyond? Oh, shit. I got the name wrong of the fucking one I was thinking of.
All right. That'll end play for this round. But
I'm sorry.
out of the I will not name all 58 movies. I will not do that. But I will say he's in 2 other Alien. He's in Alien 3 and Alien versus Predator. Both he's in Damien Omen 2. He is in House 3, the horror show. That poster right there. He's in that movie. He's in Piranha 2. He's in Scream 3. Let's not forget that. And then he's in a bunch of other movies that we don't need to talk about.
Cool.
All right. But that'll speed things up. I'm definitely getting to this movie on time. Round 5 is the we don't make jokes anymore, but it is definitely the synopsis round. Both sides prior to the match chose 3 general categories for horror synopsis to be read in. They're in a pool of 6 categories. Starting with the side that's trailing, that's Dylan. Category can be chosen from that pool, removing it for the remainder of the round. They'll get a 2-point question in that category. Play continues on that side until they take the lead. Then we go back and forth with them progressing through 2, 3, and 5-point synopses. And play will continue until either I've asked 6 questions or one player is mathematically unable to catch up. So, the categories in round 5. We have the 2010s, the 2020s, Asian horror, folk horror, psychological thrillers, and supernatural. Dylan, what would you like a 2-point question in?
I'll take psychological thriller.
Psychological thrillers for 2. And here it is. Years after a plague kills most of humanity and transforms the rest into monsters, the sole survivor in New York City struggles valiantly to find a cure.
I Am Legend?
That is I Am Legend. Correct. We are tied now. Abby, you can choose from, let me take psychological thriller off the board. You can choose from the remaining categories, which is the 2010s, the 2020s, Asian horror, folk horror, or supernatural. What would you like a 2-point question in?
I will take I'll take Supernatural.
All right. Supernatural. For 2 points. A teenage boy named Max and his little sister move to Salem, where he struggles to fit in before awakening a trio of diabolical witches that were executed in the 17th century. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3, 2.
I'll do a repeat.
That's your first read. Your second repeat, sorry. A teenage boy named Max and his little sister move to Salem, where he struggles to fit in before awakening a trio of diabolical witches that were executed in the 17th century. Name that movie.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The Witches of Eastwick. I have no idea.
I know it's weird because this is the Why We Love Horror trivia channel, but that's the plot to Hocus Pocus.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We will go back to Dylan for his 3-pointer. Let me go here. Here are the categories you can choose from remaining. We got the 2010s, the 2020s, Asian horror, and folk horror. Where do you want to go?
I'll try I'll try Asian horror.
Asian horror. For 3 points. A sadomasochistic Yakuza enforcer searching for his missing boss meets a repressed and psychotic killer who's able to inflict levels of pain that one can only dream of achieving. Name that movie.
Ichi the Killer?
That is Ichi the Killer. Yes, that is correct. I'm going to go back over to Abby. I will take Asian horror off the board. You are left with the 2010s, the 2020s, and folk horror. What would you like?
I'll try folk horror.
Folk horror for 3. In Warsaw, a pair of mermaid sisters are adopted into a cabaret. While one seeks love with humans, the other hungers to dine on the human population of the city. Name
The
that.
lore. Oh, sorry.
That
The
is,
lore.
no, that's fine. The lore. I kind of knew you knew it the second I said in Warsaw. So you were, the lore is correct. We're going to go back over to Dylan. We are still tied. Dylan, you're choosing between the 2010s and the 2020s. Pick your poison. What would you like?
I'll take the 20s.
The 2020s.
Yeah.
Here we go. A billionaire on the eve of his 75th birthday invites his estranged children back home, fearing that tonight something evil will kill him. If they fail to save him, they are out of the will. Name that movie.
How many repeats do I have?
You have 3 remaining.
Gotcha.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. That is your second repeat. A billionaire on the eve of his 75th birthday invites his estranged children back home, fearing that tonight something evil will kill him. If they fail to save him, they are out of the will. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3,
I can't
2.
remember. I'll just say Come to Daddy.
That is incorrect. This is The Inheritance. The Inheritance from last year. Very limited release. All right. Well, Abby, we don't have to ask you. You're getting a 5-pointer in the 2010s. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. We are tied right now still. So if you hit this, you win. If not, we're going to go to sudden death again with you two. You two crazy kids. All right. Here it is. You have 2 repeats remaining. In the midst of an apocalypse, a man struggles to reach his pregnant fiance who is thousands of miles away. Name that movie.
Um,
4, 3.
I'll use my last repeat.
You have one more after this.
Oh, okay.
In the midst of an apocalypse, a man struggles to reach his pregnant fiancée who is thousands of miles away. Name that movie.
Um,
5, 4.
I don't think this is 2010s. The Sadness.
That is incorrect as well. This is called How It Ends. How It Ends.
Cool.
That is almost the plot of The Sadness. I just don't think she's pregnant. But almost the plot of The Sadness. Yeah, so we are going to go for the second time ever, but it's the first time I'm going to count it. We're going to go to sudden death. And here's how sudden death works now. One question will be asked at a time. That question has a set numerical value to it. The answer, or the individual or team with the individual on it who gives the answer closest to the actual answer will win the match. In the event of a tie, subsequent questions will be asked until the tie is broken. So here's your question in sudden death. And it goes a little something like this. How many confirmed times was Tony Todd stung by bees during the filming of the original Candyman?
Oh, jeez.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan, how many times was he stung by bees?
I said 101. I
Abby.
have no idea.
Oh dear, I went very low. I said 15.
Ah, shit.
And your winner and new Why We Love Horror Trivia champion, Abby Brooks, 23 times. He was stung by bees 23.
I didn't even know what ballpark to guess.
Yeah. That being said, we will go on to our post-match interview. We'll talk to Dylan first. Dylan, that was a hell of a match. Every time you play her, it goes to sudden death. It's crazy. But you'll be right back in the thick of it again. You'll be the first 3-time champion if you win your title back. There's that to look forward to.
That's cool. Yeah, this felt very a very fitting way for this chapter to end between, or not end. I guess we're both 1-1 now, both in sudden death.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe I'm sure she's one of the best competitors in this entire league. So I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know if you're planning on doing another.
There'll be
an instant reshot. Did I get an instant?
It'll be like you'll be very close to the top of the picture.
Gotcha.
As they say.
Right.
As they say
if I make it back to a title, it would be fun to play her again. So yeah, I think that would be great. Hopefully she holds on to the title until then. I'm embarrassed with how I played in rounds 3 and 4 in particular. Like deep cuts is normally where I'm like really, really confident in my abilities. I don't know what happened today, but I just completely
You missed
crumbled.
it by one word.
I completely crumbled in that round. Yeah, but even the other ones like Little Haven, I should have got. I was thinking Steph, I just didn't pull the trigger on it. That would have made up the points. Yeah, it was some stuff I'm definitely thinking about and like I wish I would have done differently there. But props to Abby. She played great and she's going to be a great champion. So yeah.
Well, you have plenty of time to regroup and come on back. Green room's going out soon, Dylan. So we'll see you back before you know it. We'll drop you back. We'll talk to today's winner, the new champ, Abby. You've done it. You got your revenge and you got your title. You're double belted in this league. The first person to do that, I think. Yeah, that's true. That's a true statement. How you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel very, very lucky. Because especially the hot potato round, neither of us wanted that. And like, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't even know who that person was. So that I was really worried after that round. And then even the synopsis round, like that was not the greatest either. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm obviously very excited. I love playing trivia. You know, it's great to be a double champion. It really is. And of course, Dylan is always great. Like he'll stay at the top. Like he'll do what he needs to do. But yeah, no, this is very exciting.
The only thing I'm going to say is it went unsaid, but in the top 12 whatever picture, a certain player bowed out. And I feel that he's going to want to come back and try to win the championship. Are you afraid of Jake Meltzer?
Yeah. I mean, he's very good. I know that he's very good. I think he and I also have like we do have some different strengths that I think could maybe make it an interesting match. But yeah, of course, he's very scary.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, we'll see you soon. I'll see you when we tape Why We Love Horror. So it's great. We're keeping it in the family. I gotta get one of you guys to win the Just the Clips belt, and then we can shut the whole channel down. All right, Abby, it was good seeing you. We'll see you soon. Hey, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. And I'm plugging the Letterboxd challenge. You should go there and join the Letterboxd challenge. Pick your movies. Talk to us here. Talk to us on YouTube here, Facebook, Letterboxd, wherever. Do it. Whatever. Anyway. I'm JWMaher, for Abby Brooks, for Dylan Vanthuyne, for Aaron Brooks, who wrote one question that we did not ask. This has been Why We Love Horror Trivia, and we'll see you next week.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!